Hi everybody, Kaiwaza with you, and welcome back to our video cavalcade of my Hawaiian record collection, where we're going through my Hawaiian records one by one. And we're on the letter A. We just wrapped up Alfred Apaka, but just before we start the records today, I just want to show you something in case you're not aware of it. A very interesting book if you're interested in Hawaiian music. Called Kikakila, How the Hawaiian Steel Guitar Changed the Sound of Modern Music. This is kind of a fairly recent book, 2016. This came out by John Troutman. I just got a copy of it. I haven't read it yet, so I can't really talk about it. But it is like a history of the Hawaiian steel guitar with some nice pictures and stories about how it was popularized and et cetera, and some of the players. So some good pictures in there. It looks like a good book. Somebody was kind enough to give me an Amazon gift card, so I got this book because I've been wanting to read it, and it's a little bit pricey. So anyway, Kikakila, which is kind of Hawaiian for saying steel guitar, but it's not really Hawaiian. It's just that's as close as it was Hawaiianizing an English word, because Kikakila that's as close as you could come to saying guitar steel. If you were speaking Hawaiian, that's how you would say it. Kind of like Merry Christmas, like Mele Kalikimaka, and people make such a big deal over Mele Kalikimaka, and oh, it's Hawaiian, it's Hawaiian. Like, it's not really Hawaiian. It's literally, phonetically, Merry Christmas. If you were speaking Hawaiian, that's as close as you can say. Merry Christmas would be like Mele Kalikimaka. Like the Japanese say Merry Karisamasu, because they can't say Merry Christmas. Hawaiians couldn't say Merry Christmas. Okay, anyway, so that's my rant about that. Anyway, I'll let you know how the book is. On with the letter A. Last two videos we did Alfred Apaka records, kind of a legendary performer. This is another Apaka. This is Jeff Apaka. The album is I Am Hawaii. Not a date on it, but it's definitely, I would say, the 70s, and this is the son of Alfred Apaka, Jeff Apaka, who had a performing career for a while on his own. Did this album, did an album with Hawaii Calls called The Young Hawaiians with some other performers and some other things.
No matter where I roam, no other place is home.
Also, what I find interesting is that the arranger and conductor was Eddie Lund. You might remember Eddie Lund was an American who ended up moving to Tahiti like in the 30s, and for decades recorded tons and tons and tons of music and of Tahitian musicians, wrote songs and adapted songs, and set up the recording studio in Tahiti. So I'm not exactly sure how he ended up. This album was recorded in Beverly Hills, so I'm not exactly sure how Eddie Lund ended up with Jeff Apaka in Beverly Hills, but that happened somehow. I don't know. There they are. And that is on the rather interesting Tiki records. Now we move up to an artist who was in some earlier groups and then did some solo stuff, and also was a member of the latter reinvention of Olomana, not the original Olomana, but Haunani Apoliona, is who we're talking about, with an album with the rather long title of Na Lehulu Makua Na Wahine Hawaii. And it's from the year 1986 on Prism Records. She also actually goes on to have political career. I don't know if you call it political career, but with the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. Holding office, I guess. I wouldn't really, I don't know if you call it a career or not. Next up is a record that I really love. This is a German record. Pearls of the South Seas, or South Sea Pearls. This is Artmeier. Fred Artmeier and his Hawaiian band. Says the steel guitarist on this is Hans Lehmann. This is an instrumental album. Love this record. It's a bunch of quite a few song titles arranged in medleys. So medleys of 2 or 3 songs each. And a lot of them are the European Hawaiian songs. They're not the Hawaiian songs or the standards that we might know, Hapahaole standards, but songs that were better known either in Europe or are composed by people in Europe. But I love the steel playing on this album. I really like this record. It's a lot of fun to me. And yes, that's my writing, and when I get records that are in another language, I often will write the translations just directly on there, because I want to know what they mean in English. And I mean, basically, I know I'm kind of defacing it, but I'm not selling them, I'm collecting them for me, so I want to be able to look on it and see what it is. And this particular copy is a sample not for sale. What's it say exactly? Sample not for sale, yeah, non-sellable, whatever. Tempo Records. German record still has a price tag on it. Love it. And from Germany we go to Japan. It's a gatefold record. The artist is Shintaro, Arita, and New Beat. It's from 1971. Very cool record called Drum, Hawaiian Drum. And it has all of the songs that you would expect, sort of the standard Hawaiian songs on all the Japanese records. And this is on Crown, Japan Crown Records, not the American Crown Records, different company. Okay, now we come up to an artist that was initially part of a group called the Paradise Serenaders, who we will cover when we get to the letter P. And then he was kind of pushed forward as like the solo act. And the Paradise Serenaders continued to sort of accompany him in the background, but it became his act really. Although the Paradise, I really like the Paradise Serenaders, is who I really like, but this artist, has a great voice. Rodney Arias, Love is the Way. So Paradise Serenaders were kind of Hawaiian, loungy, really beautiful harmonies. So he kind of went loungy, but it was more in the 70s, kind of rockish vein. So his records are like a mostly kind of rocky lounge stuff with a few Hawaiian songs.
Come into my house, come in and share with us. We don't have a lot, but friendship we have got. Come into my house, come in and share with us. We don't have a lot, but friendship we have got.
Raga Records of Hawaii. Probably stands for Rodney Arias or something, right? I don't know. Just a guess. Then we have Rodney Arias Live. Now, this is kind of a strange album in that they do advertise on the back of it the Paradise Serenaders with Rodney Arias. And rather than recording this live where they were performing at the time, which I believe Rodney's show at the Outrigger East Hotel, so apparently they weren't able to record there. So according to this, they went to the recording studio and actually, what does it say exactly? Because it's just kind of bizarre. They transported the club to the studio. Chairs, tables, ashtrays, a mini bar, and poo-poos, snacks, were laid out. The group set up on the opposite side and performed to a small but enthusiastic studio audience. The results are here on record. Why would you do that? I mean, why? I don't know, but they did it, and this is that record.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful audience we have here tonight. Thank you. Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around.
Made this on Silver Cloud Records, is there a year on this? It's got to be 70s too. 1979, yeah. Some of these get kind of, disco-y too, which is always a lot of fun to me.
No, I don't know if I've been wise, but it's something that I must believe in. 'Cause it's there when I look in your eyes.
Alright, and we're going to stop there. I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on Hawaiian music, because we have plenty more to come. And there's plenty more before this, because we're on like whatever we're on at this point. What are we on? 223 or something? I don't know. Anyway, and if you enjoy this kind of music, you can check out my other YouTube channel, which is called Hawaiian Leisure Hour, where we just play musical selections. I also have something on 8tracks.com. I don't talk about that that much, but 8tracks.com, if you go there under Hawaiian Leisure Hour also, I have curated playlists, so it's already music that's just already in a playlist, and you can just play them. I have 30 something playlists up, so that will just play, and that will work anywhere in the world, I believe that you are. 8tracks.com, Hawaiian Leisure Hour, also on YouTube, Hawaiian Leisure Hour, where it's just individual songs. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.